Welcome to our workout. Some of you have gotten a delay of the exercises. Judy, thank you very much for checking in on me. She was one of them that noticed an absence. Others got to see them. It was kind of a delay response for some. Let's get up, let's get to work. Let's do some standing balance exercise, a little bit leg strengthening, and let's get back into routine. Those that took a pause with me. Pause was nice, but as we know, if you get out of the routine, then it gets worse and worse and worse, right? So let's get going. We're gonna do it in standing. Go ahead and make sure you have a countertop around, a chair back, something that can help grip you if you need to. Also, if you don't feel like you're having great balance today, maybe do a different video or do the first part of what I'm suggesting and keep it safe. Yes? Thank you. As always, to listen to your doctor. Make sure that it's okayed by your doctor first. Let's go. Sorry for that delay. Talk about a delay. So let's start by just warming us up. Let's stand hips width distance apart. Look down. It should, if you put your hands together, making a fist, the inside or the outside of your hand should match the inside of your ankles. So keep your toes straight forward or turn them in a little bit. Just a little. Belly into spine. All the pelvic floor muscles are being taut in lifting everything up in there. We're going to call that your elevator muscles. Chin is straight back, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Knees stay bent just a little, belly into spine like I said. Let's start going. We're just going to bounce up and down a little. I want you to concentrate on the inner thighs. As you come back up from a little bit bigger bend, don't lock out your knees. Slow is better. Let's take your behind muscles and pull them tight and relax. Tighten your behind muscles and relax. So remember, hold on as you need. I'm going to pull my chair up so it's actually useful to me. Belly in the spine like I said. Let's just work this for a minute, two. This is one of those best activities for anybody with knee injuries, knee problems, as long as your hip allows it. If your doctor said no rotation of your hips, then your toes are pointed forward. If you have your toes out normally, it's not working the correct muscles that I want you to work. If you could point your toes forward this time, but it might throw off your balance. Let's check your posture again. So what this is doing is it's controlling the inner thigh muscle that helps your kneecap ride the same way. I don't know if you can see the big bruise. I took a fall at work today, wet floor. I did spend a fortune. I always spend a fortune on my shoes, and they're apparently non-skid. So after the day's workout, I'm going to write a letter to the doctor saying, or not to the doctor, the shoe company saying, hey, I'll swap you with the kind that I know works well. Anyhow, that's why we're doing knee stuff today. And my daughter pointed out the bruise there, and I have scrapes here. I had a busy few days. I always tell my family, it's not easy being me. So, are you feeling it? Getting a little tired of this? Like I said, this is the best thing. If you're standing in a line, nice knee bends, bursting, trying to get the inside of your thigh, relaxing the outside of your thigh, working that behind muscle. Those are the key. As you pull yourself up, tighten and give that behind muscle squeeze. Ugh. Ugh. I'm going to turn sideways. You stay where you are. Where I'm doing it is I'm going straight up and down. It's not one of these. It's just straight up and down. It's like a little kid that has to do the potty dance. That's what I think of it as. Now I'm going to turn sideways. We're going to move on to the next exercise. We're going to stand up nice and tall, grab onto something to hold. Bend one leg a little. I am now rotating my knee out to the side on purpose this is going to be my moving leg. Bend your standing leg just a little, belly into spine. With the knee rotated out a little, I want to lift my foot off the ground. So I'm keeping my knee bent and I'm so we're getting a good behind workout. If you have a strong behind muscle, often you have better balance. Belly in the spine, posture. I'm getting a giant toe cramp, I'm sorry. If you see a little discomfort or losing, I wished I could blame that on my day. I have no idea why. Let's change in 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm changing to the side so you can see. You obviously don't need to. So standing up nice and tall, belly in the spine, lift your elevator, shoulders back and down, chin is back. Take the leg now that was your standing leg. Bend your knee, bring your knee out to the side a little. Your new standing leg, bend it just a little, and we're gonna lift behind. So you're gonna think tight, 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 tight. I had a traveling physical therapist that worked with us, and she was a fidgety little thing. But this is what she did. She did a very microscopic movements everywhere we went, and it drove me nuts, but she was in shape. Good, we're going to change in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come back. Stay where you are. I'm just going to move so you can see me. Actually, I'm going to go at a diagonal on purpose. So with the leg again, that was the standing leg, bend it up to the front of you. Bend your knee, use your toe on the ground just so you get, bend your standing leg, hold on well, and we're going to go straight out to the side like the doggy lifts from the Jane Fonda era. See if you can do it while your other hip, now I'm coming, stay solid. So if possible, the moving leg knee would be in the same line as the standing knee, belly in the spine. We're going out to the side. We're going to fill this hip muscle. And if we keep balance well and not give into this side, we're feeling it in this side too. This is not a passive workout. Let's change sides in 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, that's a good one, huh? Let's stand now on the leg that was moving. Bend it just a little bit. And then with the one that was the standing leg, I wished I would have said left and right. Bend your knee up a little bit, put your toe on the ground. Get this side solid that you're going to stand on and bring this leg straight over toward the side. So if we had the rules set and we were able to do it, this knee, the moving knee, would be lined up at all times with the other knee, with the kneecap facing forward. You should be feeling it right there. I was testing my balance, which is, should I really be? No. Well, I guess as long as I could do it, but being that I slid, I almost slid home base. If we were playing baseball right now, I would have been a pro ball player. And the person washing the floor says, I told you to be careful. Well, this was the one day he didn't tell me. I think he's my lucky charm if he says a word to me. Good, let's change it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring our feet back down. The hips width distance apart. Turn your toes in. We're going to repeat that just a little bit. And let's do our bounces. Belly in the spine, lift your elevator. At the up, don't go to over straightening. We want that little micro bend in your knees. I am back far enough that I can't read the time. But you're gonna feel these, so we're gonna do what we can, and then we are done with the good workout for the day. I do like the music though. My head, bobbing with my head threw off my exercise. Let's change in 4, 3, 2, 1. I felt like we needed a rest a little bit. I am turning the side, you don't need to. Again, our feet are hips width distance apart. Belly into spine, lift your elevator, shoulders back and down, chin is back. Hold onto your chair though so you get the feel. This time I want us to pretend that we are sitting in a stool or a chair behind us. As you go back though, make sure you're not jutting your chin up, right? We don't want this habit of the chin up. Keep a line here, come straight down. Remember, it's up to you. The depth of your chair, right? The degree that you go. The only rule is I don't want you looking up. Watch your posture. I guess there's lots of rules. Watch your posture, elevator. Muscles are lifted, but don't use your chin. We could do a bit more, right? Remember, if you're getting tired and you need a rest, rest. If you are going deep and you're losing your form, go to a very tall bar stool type sit. Notice though your knees. You want your knees to not move at all from the standing part, and it's your behind muscles doing it. If your knees are moving a lot back and forth, you're doing the wrong exercise. So think, it's just sitting in a chair. Think, I'm sitting in a chair. Let's change it in 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm coming forward, you don't have to. Belly into spine. Let's put our hands just on your hips if you're stable enough, or if you need to hold on with hand. What I want to do is you feel what your hips are. Are they level? Are you twisted one way or the other? Belly into spine, lift your elevator. Let's lift up our heel. So remember, I need you safe. Top priority. Watch your posture. See what you're doing. This is when it's super helpful to have a mirror, you know, or pause me and see. What I had to do is I had to slow it down for me because there was too much boom, boom, boom. This is not Hawaiian dancing. This is supposed to be solid and straight, and only my knee is moving forward and backwards. Breathe. Breathing's good. I think we're on 13 minutes. That's not bad. Let's change it and make it a little bit larger in 4, 3, 2, 1. So come join me if you're comfortable with it. I'm going to hold on. I have my camera to watch me. If you don't, you know, kind of judge if you have one hand. Let's go from this. Our feet are still hip width distance though. Let's see if we can lift one leg up sharp and back down. Other leg up sharp and back down. So what we're going to do is, let's see if without too much of a sway side to side, can we go bam and back down. Our standing leg though at all times must be bent just a little bit. If you over straighten your leg, you're locking the knee bones, to the thigh bone and the shin bone together, and you're using no muscle at all. Plus, if you have any kind of damage to your knee, you're creating bone on bone. Breathe. It's common to have a little sway. We actually sway when we walk. It's a beautiful dance if you see somebody. But we want to see is our hips going boom, boom, or are we jetting way out, right? We could have a sway this way with our hips. First that just looked like the other, but in my head it was a beautiful description. Nice. I forgot that we're going bam, bam, bam. Let's change it in 4, 3, 2, 1. Often everything's about here. Let's see if we can activate the back of our leg muscles. So standing tall, hold onto your counter if you need. Bend one leg back, bend your knee, put your toe on the ground, belly to spine. Everything is facing one direction. See if you can bend up that knee. As you bend the knee, make sure that you're really tightening your stomach muscles up. Watch for the Charlie horse on the back, that big deep gripping. We don't want that. Let's change it in 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you notice that you're throwing yourself into more of an arch as you bend your knee further closer to your behind, your heel? So take a moment, watch it. Let's go the other side. Bend the standing knee a little bit. Nice and tall posture. Bend the moving knee, put your toe on the ground, and then slowly lift your toe off the ground and back down. Belly into spine, trying not to arch. The goal would be to have your knee pointed straight to the ground and no movement of your knee. Let's change it in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do the same again to the other side. So try to get your knees straight to the ground, belly into spine, get the arch out and lift and down. Nice. If you want to practice balance, if you're feeling secure, like go with one hand or the other. Nice. Now let's change in 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you get more tolerance that way? I felt like more tolerance doing it the second time. Okay, swapping legs. Bend your standing knee just a little bit. Bend your other one more so your toe rests on the ground. Try to aim your thigh, the moving knee down straight to the ground. Tighten your stomach muscles so you have no overarch, and back up and down. Can you lift your leg as high as the other one? I don't think for me. Nice. Let's change in 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back down. Face front if you have changed up and down like you have or I have. Belly into spine. Hold on if you need to. Let's lift a leg up. Touch in front of you. Back up and down. Other leg up. Touch your toe in front of you, back up, and straight down beside you. So we're pretending that like we are trying to go climb up and over a bathtub, touch our toe into the bathtub to see how hot the water is, and back up. There's no movement in our spine at all because we're controlling it here, and we're really thinking about hip strength. So this is a balance exercise, it's a leg strengthening, but it's also a core exercise because if you're doing it properly, you're trying to work really hard to remind yourself to breathe. Breathing is number one importance. You don't need a doctor degree to tell you that you need to breathe. Let's change it in 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come on back down. Let's now bend our leg up. With the bent leg, put your foot anywhere that's comfortable on your standing leg. Bend the knee of your standing leg a little. We want to hold on if needed, belly to spine. We're going to just kind of rotate the knee, keeping our foot attached. So all the way forward to as far sideways as you can and back. With the standing leg though, see if you could kick in that muscle so that it's straight up and down, your side body. So for me, I have to put my hand on where the moving leg is, so that I could push myself that way. Belly's in the spine, hips are pointed forward. Let's change it in 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back. Relax your legs. Let's put our hands back, fix your posture. Bend what was your standing leg, and put the arch of your foot anywhere on your new standing leg. Bend the knee of the standing leg a little. Most important, I'm going to bring my chair here, is we want straight up and down. Not up to the side, but straight up and down. And then let's rotate the bent knee forward all the way as far to the side and back. So right now I am feeling this standing leg's hip muscle kicking in. I was thinking I'm just making it look easy, but clearly not, because I think my face is all squishy. But the good news is, this is going to be the last thing of the day. This was a good workout. We're going to do a standing calf stretch, and then we're back on track, aren't we? Nice. Let's stop in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Use both hands on the chair or the countertop. Take one foot back as far as you can, hips width distance, no tightrope walk. Connect both heels onto the ground, belly into spine so you're not arching. Pelvic floor muscles, your elevator muscles lifted. Toes are all pointed forward. Regardless of how you walk, point your toes forward now. Bend your front knee so you feel a stretch in the back of your calf muscle, the back leg's calf muscle. Fix your posture. If you want, like I said, a good stomach workout, you gotta tighten in here so you could also feel a stretch in the front of that thigh. Staying low wherever you are, bend the back knee so you feel a different muscle stretch, and then straighten it. Bend the back knee, hold, and then straighten. How is your posture? Good, let's change to the other side in 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back up. Go to the other side, hips width distance apart, step the other leg back now that you weren't doing. Point all 10 toes, or 9, 8, whatever, 12, it doesn't matter, forward. That's the key. Hips are facing front. Your heels are on the ground at all times. And let's lean in. Tighten your stomach so that you could feel a stretch in the front of the leg that's left behind. And hold. We're going for that calf stretch in the back leg. And then let's bend that back knee a little. And forward. The heel is on the ground at all times. Good. And let's change in 4, 3, 2, 1. You can repeat if you want. You could go to a different video. You could do what I'm doing and being proud of myself for doing something today and not making up excuses. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. From my open heart to yours, namaste.